poetess. Don't need the mic.
I don't need the mic. My name is Kayla Lewis, and for this reading, I will be doing 3 poems, and the collection is called Just a Taste, because it is truly just a taste of African American culture, perspective, and history. The first poem I will be doing is called Life on Plantation, and it comes from the perspective of actually the plantation owner. He's supposed to be like the worst of the worst, you know, just the cruelest of tactics that he uses on his slaves. So, without further ado, I forgot to mention, it comes from, there's going to be a musical aspect, and it comes from kind of where I grew up. I grew up in a Baptist church, and their music there is very soulful, so I'm going to try to incorporate that in this poem today. So without further ado, Life on Plantation. I'm going to need to see if I can get somewhere that has some... Okay, that's going to work out just fine. All right. Move, boy, I got a gun. Till that soil till your hands get raw. Move, boy, I got a gun. Maybe I'll lynch you and separate your sister. Move, boy, I got a gun. I'll move your feet, you nappy ass nigga. Move, boy, I got a gun. Nah, them sisters look mighty fine. Move, boy, I got a gun. Baby, I'll rape one, make them have a child. Move, boy, I got a gun. Here's my shepherd, he likes African blood. Move, boy, I got a gun. Maybe I'll beat you to break your pride. Move, boy, I got a gun. Nah, them hymns won't save y'all's life. I said, move, boy, I got a gun. I said, move, boy, I got a gun. Don't you dare try to run. I said, move, boy, I got a gun. And that's the first poem, Life on Plantation. I'm nervous. Now the second poem is actually really personal to me. It comes from me growing up in North County, and I went to many schools growing up. I went to majority black schools, majority white schools, and a little bit of in between. And one thing that was always around was the use of the word Oreo. And I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but hopefully this story will clear that up for you. It's called America's Favorite Cookie. Oreo, America's favorite cookie. That's funny, because where I grew up, that's the last thing you wanted to be. Black girl with the white inside. Terms like Oreo made me cry. It made me feel like I was half of who I was supposed to be. I remember being a prepubescent teen and thinking I was a disgrace. A shell of a black girl with no fucking taste. A horrendous mistake. I cannot equate to the pain and sorrow a girl feels at 8 due to being called America's favorite cookie. As Nina once said, I don't belong here and I don't belong there. I even stopped believing in prayer. And at one point in my life, I felt the same way. No heavenly connection could save my young depression. I was lost, I was gone, and forced to sing church songs to get through my issues that were all due to being called America's favorite cookie. Fast forward, I'm an adult, and the past seems like a ridiculous joke, but the scars run deep, deeper than you could ever know. Why must I deal with the ramifications of other people's actions when they were just children and did not know that their teasing and their name calling would affect me to this very day? All of these issues due to being called America's favorite cookie. This third poem is a bit of a doozy, but I'm going to try to work it out. It's called North County, St. Louis, which is where I'm from originally, Missouri. Here it goes. Today's imagery is inspired by my motherland. Not the continent that my ancestors were stolen from and raped in, but a place that I grew up in. A place where African Americans are the majority and not a minuscule minority. A place where children are called chillins and treated as villains before the age of 12. A place where if pie could race, sweet potato would come in first place. And if you were to give someone pumpkin, they would throw it in your face and mock your taste because gourd is never the answer there. A place where Easter bluebirds call home and where blue jays sing their melodic song and where dogwoods grow to their highest height. A place where mothers sleep with a light so they don't die of fright due to the idea that their black sons may not make it home at night. A place where you can be baptized in the Mississippi River and have catfish as your Sunday dinner. And if you know this place, you often say, ah yes, the great Show Me State, gateway to the Midwest. Now, I know this place may sound like a war zone, but sometimes I wish that I could go home just to be around people who look like and relate to me. One day, I'll surely go back home. Until then, I'll stay in this time zone and figure out how to be on my own and, most importantly, learn how to bring back wealth and prosperity to a place known as my motherland.